All right, y'all. So let's get in here and get on into Married to Medicine. Either my notifications is off, or y'all mad with me when I took that little break during the hurricane, because y'all ain't comment on nothing. I hope y'all ain't mad with me, but I love y'all too. Let me wipe this damn screen off so y'all can see me. Let's see what's going on. I'm in a video making mood today, so y'all might get a couple of videos out of me. So be in tune for this beautiful bean footage. Lord, my knees ashy. It's all right. It's all right. It just mean I took a bath today. So we open up and the lady. I love how they do that little opening act with all the ladies and they doing their thing, living their best life and all that stuff. I am loving everything Mariah, the mom Mariah. Mariah is I'm actually liking Mariah the mom this season. I don't like nothing else that Mariah got going on, but I gotta give it to her as a mom. Toya and Eugene are building a house finally. They finally came to the conclusion they're going to build a house. And Toya is only worried about the closet. And then Toya goes on to speak on the situation with her and Contessa. Toya, the only issue in the situation with you and Contessa is you. I just don't understand. Okay, the woman didn't make it to your party. She gave you a deep, heartfelt apology, and you was mad where she apologized at. Okay, then she went down there to dinner. You wanted to argue with the lady. After that, if you don't want to work things out after the issue is you, and even your husband told you, because you got such an issue with her. You do have the issue, because Contessa don't have an issue with you. Contessa got real life shit going on. And the only thing you really got going on is worried about how big your closet gonna be, and making sure your kids eat to go off to school every day. Toya, you don't have nothing real going on in life, and you need to go down somewhere and volunteer to the soup kitchen, get you a wig line, get you go back to work part time, because you just worried about the wrong stuff. Anybody that work don't have time to worry about the problems that you worry about. So I ain't got time for Toya. I'm not liking tacky Toya this season. Then they start talking about Quad and Dr. G. Here's the thing on Quad and Dr. G. I think Dr. G knows Quad is done, and you ladies out there know how men do. When you act like you done, then they start stepping shit up. They don't want to lose you. Then it's like everything they did at once upon a time no longer exists, and I think that's what's going on. And Quad is kind of like, I've been riding out with your ass for so long, and it's not. I don't even think the infidelity, because last night's episode, Quad was kind of like, you can't just be like, he cheating, I'm done. So I totally understand what Quad is saying. It's not that easy. But after the fact that you done rolled out and shit is not going right, you have to leave the situation, because it gets toxic and it's unhealthy. I don't stay in no situation that's toxic and unhealthy for me. Once I see your energy and you switching up, I switch up right with you, because my peace is more important than you and your attitude. I don't have time for it. Heavenly, Jackie, and Simone eating out, and then Toya called. I like that Jackie ended that damn call. Jackie was like, no, you keep that drama in Atlanta. We is down here in Miami having us a good time. You keep that mess over there, and I am here for the bullshit. Simone driving, and Heavenly was talking shit about it. That shit was funny as hell. Listen, I'm liking Heavenly, Jackie, and Simone. I'm liking them. The Golden Girls, call them the Golden Girls if you want to, but I'm here for it. They and what I really like about them is, they give it to each other. I love their friendship, because they all tell each other what they don't like about each other and what the other one can work on, and nobody takes offense to it. That's some real shit. Friend groups need to learn from shit like that, because that's how me and my best friend do. Bitch, I don't like that you do that. That's your weak spot. This is your strong spot right here. You speak your mind, but sometimes you speak your mind too much. And it's cool, because I love you and I'm willing to work with you as long as you're willing to work with yourself. You know what I'm saying? So that's all that's about, and I'm here for that. Um, did y'all see when Heavenly went down there to that cigar bar, and she was like, I don't know how they rolled up the blunt, and they asked her. I guess they must have asked her in the confessional, do she be smoking weed? And Heavenly was like, I don't know nothing about that. She had to cover her ass because she didn't want them to drug test her down to that dental practice that she got down there in the A. That's what that was. Heavenly be getting high. Hey, I ain't mad at you, Heavenly. I don't smoke, but do what you got to do to remain who you are. Like Jesse J said, remain true to who you are. And yes, I'm on a cocktail this afternoon, y'all. Jackie, I live for Jackie, but Jackie, you just a little bit good. You like Andrew Caldwell, you just a little bit miss too goody shoes sometimes. But you know, Jackie keeps the people grounded, so I'm all the way here for the bullshit. I am here for it. But just live a little, Jackie. Just let your hair down. Sometimes let the wind blow through your hair. Quad sitting down to the restaurant with her friends, from the marital focus group. Quad's telling them things aren't getting any better, and like I said, back to what I said, I understand what Quad is talking about. Like, she wants to hold on to the good moments. And that's what you kind of focus on when you're going through bad times, because you try to let the good moments outweigh the bad moments. And you kind of like, yeah, we might be here right now, but we've had this happen. And you try to focus on that. But in all actuality, if it just ain't working out, it just ain't working out. You know, and I think Quad is kind of like finally realizing it. And I think Dr. G is like, damn, you know, Quad is a good wife. And you know, I think I've always said this, I think that they both have used each other. I think every friendship or relationship is like that. Somebody uses somebody for something, whether it be moral support, love, money. Somebody uses somebody for something, and I'm okay with you using me for what you need. Just don't abuse me. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. But you know, I think sometimes people get what they want, what they use the person for, and the fulfillment has been met, and they're ready to move on. And I think that's what's going on with at least Quad, and I love me some Quad, but that's just the honest damn truth. Mariah and Aydin talking with their daughter. When she was like, we getting ready to have a talk about the birds and the bees, their daughter felt like it was so uneasy, but I'm glad that they did. I don't think my mom ever talked to me about that. You know, I had kind of told my cousin that I had sex or whatever, and she went and told my mom, and then my mom had my uncle talk to me about some bullshit about having sex with girls and all this kind of shit, and I didn't even like no damn girls. But yeah, I was glad that they were able to have that moment with their daughter, and I'm glad it was Mariah and Aydin there. That was a really good moment. And you know, Mariah had to ruin the moment and bring up Heavenly. I guess it was a funny dig, but this is the thing. This is what makes the girls go in on Mariah the way they do, because she just can't have a good scene without mentioning the other ladies. That wasn't about Heavenly. Did you really have to mention Heavenly in that moment, talking about the girl look like Heavenly? Then, okay, I would have took that. But then you go to the confessional and then you asking Aydin about how, oh, did she look more like Heavenly, or did your first girlfriend, did she look more like Heavenly, or did she look more like me? Then he said she looked like it was a both between the two. Then you get an attitude, and it's just like, I ain't gonna give Mariah too much, because like I said, I earned a lot of respect for her in that Hollywood Untucked interview, and they just here to make good TV. So Contessa is preparing for this surgery. Let me tell y'all something. I love Contessa's husband, Dr. Scott. He is here for his wife, and I'm here for it. I like how Contessa didn't tell the kids what was going on. She was like, I don't want to disturb them from their day to day. I don't want them to be worried about what's going on because I'm going to be fine. I like that. I love how people do what they got to do to keep their family normal. She told them, I'm going to the doctor today, and just in case I don't make it home, like I love how she did that. Just in case I don't make it home, you know what you got to do. And they were like, yeah, we got to be on our best behavior and help our aunt out. I love how she did it because I think she was going to be able to go home the next day or the same day or something. So that was good. I might need a rap because y'all see how I be talking fast. I might need a rap. Y'all think I would make a... Well, we ain't even going to talk about it. But, we got to get serious. Heavenly going to the house that she grew up in. Heavenly saying her mom kept her sheltered. I can absolutely relate to that. And I'm 26 and I'm grown, and my mom, I don't know if it's like a first child thing or something, but it's like my mom kind of still like shelters me. And it's like I've always been the one, and now my brother, he's 17 and he get to do the hoo-la-la and do whatever he want to do, shit that I couldn't do when I was 17. Like my brother can be like, he going to the movies or he going here, and my mama be like, okay. But when I was that age, it was like, who you going with, where you going, who you going to be with. And I guess times have changed, but I can totally relate to Dr. Heavenly saying that her mom kept her sheltered. And it clicked off, and then Jackie was like, oh, so this is why Heavenly acts the way she acts when she gets into disagreements with people, because she doesn't have the problem solving skill. And yeah, you do. If you do, because if you don't go in social school. Now my mama kept me into some things. I went outside and played with the kids from time to time. I had learned how to, read a bitch because I used to get picked on in school, so I knew how to read and go down and, I learned that. But you do kind of grow up and you lack those problem-solving skills because you didn't have the ability to do that as a child. So I can absolutely relate to Heavenly, and it makes a lot more sense as to why I like her so much. This episode brought out a whole lot about Heavenly, and I respect and love her even more after this episode. That's really deep. And then they got into the daggone car, y'all. And then Simone falls asleep. That shit was funny as hell. Funny as hell, y'all. That shit was funny. And Heavenly went off of that. That's why I like that group, because they would be reading each other and nobody takes it seriously. Had Quad or Toya or somebody been there, I bet you it would have been an argument down to this trip. And y'all notice, they never got into an argument or anything down to the trip, and I was here for it. Contessa dropping her kids off at school. Cocktail pause. Contessa drops her kids off at school and her dad calls. And Contessa says, you woke up. Y'all, I don't know why that struck me so bad, but I instantly got teary-eyed, and I was in my feelings all of last night after I watched this episode. That's why I didn't come and talk to y'all last night about this episode. That's why it's so late. Because I was in my feelings after she said it, and she was like, you woke up. That's got to be a very tough pill to swallow. You wake up, you don't know if your parent is going to be there, and they're not in the, they're working on their relationship, and you don't know what's going to happen. That's a hard pill to swallow. I like the fact that Contessa revealed that she had reached out to Jackie, and Jackie gave her some good advice on the surgery, and she liked the fact that she was doing it or whatever. Heavenly pulls up to the childhood home. Heavenly saying that she didn't play outside much. Again, something I can relate to. I didn't play with other kids so much, and I guess it has something to do with I just automatically kind of I don't know, like my mom was kind of like protective, but she would let me go out. But I can relate to this. We ain't here to talk. We here to talk about Heavenly. It just explains so much, and I'm glad that Simone and Jackie can understand the things that Heavenly lacks, and they're able to see why. This is why I like Heavenly so much, because she picked and she chose. I love who she chose to go on this trip with her, because she said, you know what, them other hoes on this show, minus maybe Quad. I think Heavenly like Mike Quad, but I don't think she invited Quad because what Quad got going on right now, and she got her show to film or whatever. But she respects and loves Dr. Jackie and Simone, and she said, I'm gonna bring y'all on this trip because I actually want y'all to get to know me in case this show ends. Y'all know who I really am. I respect stuff like that. Heavenly saying that she didn't have any windows in her room. Wow. Another sheltered moment. That was very touching. And then Heavenly says that her mom did the best that she knew how to do. Then Heavenly goes to that door, and she said that her dad died in that room and she had never went back. And she said that her mom called her on the phone, and she was like that she was in the middle of taking her final exams, and she told her mom, and her mom was yelling at her and saying, well, you don't have to come back home. And Heavenly was like, I wasn't saying that I wasn't coming back home. It was just the fact that I had so much going on and I hadn't processed the fact that my dad had passed. Then she reveals that her dad died of congestive heart failure. That breaks me down because that's something that my grandmother passed from, and I was like, wow. But so is Heavenly's mom still living? I think she is. I can't remember if Heavenly said her mom was still living. I wish maybe next season Heavenly's sister or something will reach out and we'll see Heavenly, her sister, and her mom work out their relationship, because you only get one family. But sometimes you gotta cut family members off too, y'all, and y'all know that too. Like I said, if you jeopardize my peace, you got to go, no matter who you are. So Contessa is getting the surgery. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I honestly thought Contessa was gonna back out and get in the surgery, but she's pushing through it and she's getting it. And I only have to encourage her for that. And I got so much respect for her for doing that. And that's why I like this show. It's not just about the catty fights. We actually see real life stuff going down. And I am all the way here for it, you guys. And Dr. Scott is a good man. Dr. Feel Good in the morning. Heavenly's childhood friends coming down there to that restaurant. You know you got a smart ass mouth when you tell somebody they sitting down there bragging about something, and you be like, yeah, but you only won because you was white. And the white lady was like, I think her name was Janine, and she was like, oh, you want to throw the race card in it? But she was playing and she didn't take what Heavenly said serious. You know you got a mouth from hell when shit like that go down. That's why I relate to Heavenly so much. And it made so much more sense when those lady was down there talking about, yeah, Heavenly has always had a sharp tongue. And we don't take it serious because she knows she's just speaking how she sees the situation. And I love that they said that, because again, That's how me and my best friend are. He knows not to take most shit I say serious. I'm speaking my mind. Take it with a grain of salt. Wipe your ass with it. Do what you want. But I'm going to say what I want to say. And there's no harm to it. And I'm probably always going to be like that. I don't know any other way to be. But I think it was Dr. Jackie who said that. And she said sometimes you have to know that, yeah, you might be being honest, but not everybody can take things the way that you say it. And that is so true. So you do kind of have to, figure out who to say things to. But you are who you are, and that was nice to see that the groups were able to see that, they were like, does Heavenly give it to y'all? And they were like, yeah, she's always been that way. So that was good. I love that moment. Heavenly saying she makes jokes of bad things. I do that too. When bad shit happens to me, I make a joke out of it and I move on with my life. And I don't know if that's necessarily a bad or good thing, because I don't know if I necessarily deal with it. I just make it a fun time, move on with my life, and I push through it. That's all I know how to do. This was a good episode to me. Like, this really was a good episode. It was like the Dr. Heavenly episode. I know I'm 21 minutes into this video, but I wanted to talk about this because this was a good, minus no drama or anything. This was a good moment into who Dr. Heavenly really is. And it seems like we're getting to know the real Heavenly this season. And I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. So it is 6:28. So, I'm gonna probably get in here and watch Love and Hip Hop tonight. Y'all drop down in these comments and make sure y'all subscribe to my channel, because I love y'all. Don't be scared. Ain't nobody gonna beat y'all up in these comments. I ain't gonna let nobody fuss y'all out in these comments. I defend y'all. But I think my comments is broken. I gotta get caught up on Star. Empire. I watched a little preview of it and I tried to watch it, a little bit of it last night, and I honestly turned it off. Empire is just getting so predictable to me, but we ain't here to talk about Empire. Y'all, I might get in here as I'm cooking my fish, and I might make me a little cooking video, because why y'all didn't tell me about Auntie Fee? I'm just finding out who Auntie Fee is. I knew who she was, but I never watched her videos. I'm just now finding out who the hell this woman is. Up until, and she dead now. I feel like she's my spirit animal. And y'all didn't tell me who she was. Anyway, I'm getting out of there because this video gonna take forever to upload. 22 minutes in. Y'all be blessed. Bye.